Peanuts. Penelope Cruz. Penelope Cruz. Penelope. That works. You know what I realized, by the way? I don't know if you guys have the same issue, but when your leg's broken, it's really hard to do things. It's really hard to do things when your ankle's broken, like basic stuff like showering and groceries. That shit becomes almost nightmarish. But hey there, welcome to a little bit of a Sunday stream here. I thought I'd do a little bit of one, I guess. I don't know. I was looking through videos because I really haven't done anything all day because I really can't without wanting to punch the nearest puppy. But one of the things that I've been watching a lot are magic videos on YouTube, and I wanted to just go over some comments, man. Some comments that I've noticed that are pretty cringy, pretty cancerous, I guess, if you want to go that route. But I don't understand what people's motivations are. But anyways, that's what the stream's gonna be about. But case in point, I want to try to make a regular schedule when it comes to streams. Usually every Sunday I do one, but that's still sporadic, and then maybe sometimes Wednesdays. But when I have more of a schedule, so that, you know, it's kind of like well known when I'm gonna do a little bit of a stream, as opposed to doing just random like this one. I just just press the button and then just go live at a random time. I think that's doing myself a disservice. And then if I had a set time, I think that would be better for everyone. But first thing I hear is peanuts. Yeah, that's usually the first thing you're gonna hear. Jesus is my brethren. Jesus needs you. I need Jesus right now, honestly. Stefan, your last name is a city for Kenny's. Kenny's. What does that mean, man? What does that even mean, dude? We have a re here already. A re. That's fairly interesting. Yeah, so I thought that was it. I don't know if you guys have dealt with that. Maybe you guys could leave in the comments below dealing with those comments. You know, funny enough, going through videos and looking through a bunch of magic videos, I noticed that a lot of people that I recognize from these videos are people that come up. So they're people that I've seen in my comments pop up in other comments, which I find a K9. You fucking read. I'm sorry, I misread it. Alright, I got hit by a vehicle. Alright, I should be allowed to missee and misinterpret words. I was just talking to Caramel, your arch nemesis in yeeting. Yeah, fuck, man. Listen, I'm the original yeeter when it comes to the magic community. Alright, there ain't no other magician yeeting other than one of those Fontaine fuckboys, I guess, as they call them. It's a sex position. That goes anti-Jesus. You're talking about Jesus, and then you're talking about sex position. Well, never mind. No, they go hand in hand. What's the other one here? Hola Pig. What's up, man? Hey, what's up, Juan Roberto? What's up, fam? Ham fam. That's what we are, man. We ain't the spam fam. We're the real thing. We out here sucking. Franco is the king of cringe. Dancing to rap. Yeah, that's another thing I've gone through recently too, is scrolling through Instagram and seeing a lot. I really haven't done, I hate not doing anything, but I really can't without wanting to kill myself. So I've been sitting down, pretty much lying down, just watching videos and then looking through comments like a psycho, like a psychotic person. It's not healthy for me whatsoever. I haven't even had the chance to get groceries because I can't do that without, I have to imagine like the process is not going to be fun. What are the somebody that's gotten their shit broken before, how does that work for you guys? Because for me, I have no idea how I'm supposed to do this. Do I Uber to the grocery store and then Uber back? What? That's dumb. That doesn't make any sense. I could do one of those deliveries, but then they charge you up the ass. So it's kind of, I feel retarded. Like I feel retarded. So I'm gonna figure out tomorrow how to do these things. Even if it means stumble fucking to whatever nearest grocery store. Oh man, that's gonna be exciting. So hold up, let me bust this thing out right here. $6 delivery for a 5-minute drive. Is that what you said? I don't know, man. I don't know. Some of these services charge way more, and then they don't necessarily pick the best stuff, so they just pick whatever it is they want. But yeah, I just it's dumb. So I feel like I'm gonna end up doing that. Do you spend hours going to YouTube comments? Have you broken your ankles? Have you become a YouTube magician? Delivery might be the best idea. If not, just ask your neighbors when they go grocery shopping and pay them. Look at you being nice with your neighbors, bro. Look at you being nice with my neighbors. I'm pretty sure if I told that to my neighbors, they'd probably do it. Honestly, they'd probably do it. They're nice people. You could order you could order groceries from Wish. Could you imagine how disgusting it would be if Wish.com ordered groceries? Let's look at the virginity in comments right now. Let's look at the virginity that I found in comments here. Let's just jump right into this shit because I don't want to dabble anymore. Let me hide my logo. Just got a call from my mom when I come back to hear Pig Cake say kill myself. Yeah, I feel like I want to kill myself. I feel like that's something that I want to do, but I'm going to try not to. Thoughts on open prediction? Well, funny enough, somebody mentioned that on the Discord the other day, or yesterday as a matter of fact. They mentioned an open prediction, and they put my video from like 2 years ago. And then I put a little bit of an updated one using that easy pass, which you know, is kind of a dope thing. But open predictions are dope, man. It's one of those things that are, I was about to say that this is not a magic stream, because I thought that this was Pig Cake Plus, but it's not. This is in fact a magic stream, so I could talk about I could talk about virginy magic stuff without feeling like too much of an isolated virgin. But open prediction's dope. It's one of those any card or any number problems, I guess, that you know, when it comes to, let me put this up here. When it comes to open predictions, it's the same as any card or any number. You have a bunch of magicians trying to find the perfect method, and really nothing's gonna come up, nothing's gonna reach the standard that you want. But I think it's a dope effect. I definitely think it's a little bit of a dope effect. How can I get on the Discord? It should be in the description. If you look at the description of this video, if not, then the description of other videos. When Pig Cake breaks his ankle, decides to go live because he has nothing better to do with other people that have nothing better to do. Love you guys. Oh, that's fucking great. I have a video of myself sitting on a toilet going cardistry watching Pig Cake. You know, the next thing I'm thinking of putting up on the channel is a cardistry tutorial. I have two potential videos that I want to do. One is a triumph routine. One's a little bit of a dope triumph, and then the other one's a cardistry tutorial. Those are going to be the videos that are going to come up this week, but I haven't had the chance to film it because I'm dying. Because I'm fucking dying. Jesus, man. I went to what did I go to yesterday? I went to Hooters to watch the UFC fight yesterday, and I almost fucking wanted to kill myself just doing that. So doing anything of like adult stuff right now in this condition really sucks. Aren't we all dying? Technically. You aren't a magician if you have lost your virginity. That's true. You can't be both. You can't have both. So this is a video that I just recently watched. Okay, hold up. Fuck, man, you keep distracting me with good questions here. Brian Jager, as in the popular drink, says, does anyone have the Glen West TNR, and what are your opinions? I've had it for a year. X sent it to me forever ago, and I was very grateful that he sent it to me a year ago. It was one of the first things he sent me, as a matter of fact. He's like, hey man, here's something we're working on. I'm like, shit. I remember, I haven't seen it in a long time. I have not seen it in a long time, but from what I remember, the method is solid. But if you know Glen West and you see his work, Glen West is a fucking animal when it comes to his work. So it's not going to be something that you're going to pick up immediately. It's going to be something that's going to take a while. It's entirely based on sleight of hand. It's entirely based on, you know, any sort of it's not a sort of gimmick thing per se that's doing all the work for you. You're pretty much relying on sleight of hand to do the whole thing. And Glen West is an absolute animal. So yeah, that pretty much tells you about the method, that it's going to be something that's going to take some work to do. Jager, as in hunter in German. I don't know what to respond to that, man. I was actually in one of the videos that came up in my recommended feed, speaking of German, which is, by the way, my immediate racism is my first thought when it comes to Germany is Hitler. So the video came up of Hitler talking normally. So that was kind of fucking odd. It was just him, 3 instances of him talking normally without any sort of, you know, crazy verbal inflections or whatever. Could you make an advanced color change tutorial like rocket change or Osterman or even a duck change? I had a tutorial recently. It's like a fan change. I don't know if I put it on Patreon or if I put it on YouTube. I think I put it on YouTube. It's like a double color change. That was kind of dope. I like that, and that was like mine. That was fucking all piggies. That's not, you know, somebody else's. Let me see. Shiza. Did he say anything about the truth? I don't think he did in this particular video. Anyways, so this video is Heritage by Daniel Madison, right? It's a great trick in my opinion. I think it's wonderful. It's not hard to figure out by any means. So someone that's been in Magic for more than 20 minutes could figure out the method fairly easily. But that's not the point. I think that it's a well-structured routine. I don't necessarily agree with the last phase. I think that the first phase is strong enough, but unfortunately that doesn't matter because the point of this is the comment section here. That's what it is. The comment section is the part that that really kind of grinded my gears. So I put a comment, I think, saying some shit like the virginity in the comments is something along the lines of that. But man, yeah, some of these comments are just the epitome of cringe lord, because they're when it comes to Magic videos on YouTube, there are two types. There's a couple types. Let me not branch myself off, but there's a couple of different types that really kind of set the precedent for the fucking virginity that is the magician mentality. And the one type of comment is, I know how that's done. Hey guys, I know how that's done. That's a good one. You know, just alluding to the fact that they know how it's done. They might not necessarily say the method, they might allude to knowing the technique, but it's still like, hey guys, yeah, I'm fucking good. You know, still like one of those. The other one is when you just straight up write the method on the comments. So you just put the method straight up. Oh, he just used the gambler's cop and he just bottom dealed the card. You know, like you just do one of those. And again, it serves the same purpose, which is I'm smarter than you. You know, like I'm better. I'm really good. I'm fucking phenomenal. You know, it's the same sort of thing. We'll go through and find the other different ones here, but you're going to find a lot of that here. And in most Magic videos, my favorite ones are when they get the explanations wrong. Those are my favorite ones. When they get the explanation absolutely and completely wrong. And it just becomes something to laugh and point at. But the thing is that if you're a magician and you have, I don't know, a mind, please don't do this. Please don't do this, because it's cringy as shit. It's especially when it comes to like an easy trick like this that's not hard to figure out. You know, it's not really proving anything that you know how to do it. If anything, it's proving how much of a, I guess I don't want to say loser, but it's proving how little, I guess, respect maybe you have. I don't know if that's the right word to say. But it proves how ignorant you are when it comes to the greater scope of shit, you know? So when it comes to that, I just find that cringy. Like, yeah, we'll go through some now. I bought my kid a Pigs hoodie. He's a pimp at school with it. Damn. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. When he comes in there to the school, I mean, you better watch out, man, because he's going to get some ladies. You know, some of the ladies are going to be like, hey, yo, this hoodie, I want to jump on you, dude. I want to jump on you, dude. That's where the defense attorneys find expert witnesses in YouTube Magic video comments. Yeah, the expertise, dude. That's my favorite part too. Like the couch experts. I think that's the term for it. People that are just a keyboard warriors and keyboard experts. I think those are both terms of just people that are just typing away, but they really have, I guess, negative experience or negative time dedicated to the shit. It's just interesting to see, but we're gonna go through this now. What if you are a friend both over the age of 18 and both don't have dads? Could you both marry each other's mothers and be each other's mothers and sons? I want to die reading that, honestly. I want to armchair experts. There you go. See, I was trying to find that, man. I was trying to find that puppy. So let's go through these, man. but simple to learn, hard to master. I like it. Okay, all right. I guess that's on the fringe. That's not necessarily like, hey, I'm smart. This one, oh, okay. This is a third type of comment, by the way. The third type of comment is, I guess, what I'm doing, which is addressing the retardation in the comments. Oh, look at me. I'm tough because I know how he did it. No offense to you, but 99% of you tough guys couldn't perform this trick, and maybe that's the point. To buy the trick and to learn it properly. I guess that's like way far on the other side. That's way far, because you calling them tough guys. I don't think anybody's here claiming to be a tough guy. They're just trying to claim to be more intelligent than they are by just divulging a method, you know. So, but this is kind of the fringe on the other side. This would be on, if this is on a spectrum, that's on a spectrum of the side, I guess, closest to mine, you know, my sort of take on this. But that's way too far. That's like the what do you call this, the Tea Party of the Republicans, the blue-haired bleeding heart liberals of the Democratic Party, I guess. But it makes my melanin fluctuate. Jesus Christ. I see everybody saying it's easy. Well, first of all, if you don't do magic, you'll what? Okay, first of all, if you don't do magic, you'll have no clue. And second, when you do it as well as this guy, give me a call. Let's see this guy. Best comment ever. What's your phone number? Let's see what the comments were for these guys. No, that's not his point. If you bought mechanic, then you know how the trick is done, so it makes no sense to buy it because of all them slights. You know, I because they're selling this individually, you know, so that's kind of another thing too that might be a little bit off-putting to certain people. But I think that's beside the point. I think that's beside the point when it comes to that. This falls below the standard of Daniel Madison's legacy. That's an opinion, I guess. I like the effect. Some people might not necessarily like it. Maybe because you're a magician, for this is a powerful trick, yada yada yada. Yeah, I tend to agree with that, but man, let's see. Let me see. There was a couple ones that I was reading here. This guy right here, here's another one. Hilarious how people expose methods from behind a computer screen. You guys don't even own a deck of cards, let alone have the skill capable of emulating such skill. Simplest of moves are the hardest to master, and simplest of nuances are the differences between deception or exposing methods. I could almost feel the virginity. What's your favorite type of potato chip? It's the Terra Blue chips. Those are my favorite. Terra Blue chips. They're stupid expensive, but every once in a while I treat myself. I treat myself to those. That's your alt account. Oh shit. Yeah, but yeah, these are, I don't know, man. These are definitely cringe. Like even the ones that are leaning towards my sort of side. Taught on the DVD. Bottom dealing and palming, beautifully done. See, that's another one that's kind of cringe there. Dangerously familiar. See, I like this one right here. This dude's, that's a pun. That's hot. I would have liked that if I'm logged in. I would have liked that if I'm fucking logged in. But let me see if I could find one of the ones that's like, this is easy. See, bottom deal. Greek deal. Whoops. I think it's a bottom deal. I don't think it's a Greek deal. Bottom deal was sort of obvious. Such a powerful trick. See, that these comments hurt to read. That's what I dropped there. That's my take on this. No likes so far, but we'll see that. I'm trying to, there's one here. There's a retake, yada yada yada. The grip gave it away. The card you dropped was the hidden third, and the card was his card. He controls the card to the special position. I like the jargon too. I like the use of magic jargon there. He controls the card to the special position. I don't know about you, but when I was reading up on Stars of Magic, you know, Divern's book, the special position is one of those really hard techniques that yeah, that I've spent all my time. What if you could figure out the trick from the trailer, even if they're trying to sell it? Is that the performance part for hiding it, or are you ripping off from the trick sale? That's something that I think a lot of people have not talked about, but you know, it's an issue. But I think it's more of support. I think it's more of support. If you enjoy what the person's doing, even if you can necessarily figure it out from the video, if you want to get the nuances and you want to get their touch on it and their take on it, other than just trying to reconstruct it from the demo, then yeah, I don't see why not buying it is. I don't see why buying it is going to be an issue. I think that that's a good thing. because then you're supporting the creator, and then at the same time you're also getting, you know, his actual touches on it, and you know, maybe other variations and other ways to do it. So I don't necessarily, even if you figure it out, I could see that. But if maybe you figure it out and it's like a crap trick, then that's a completely different story. You know, if you figure out a trick by watching a YouTube video and it's like, wow, this is really it, like, the fuck am I doing here? You know, that's a completely different story. Reg D209. Let's see how much you want to bet the people making these comments riffle up the back of a deck to get it done. Where's Xavier when you need him? Where's Xavier when you need it? But I think, yeah, those are the two different extremes of that. Reg, you know, when you have either like you want to support the magician and you want to, you know, support what they're doing, but it's a different thing entirely when they're putting something out that's straight garbage. I personally think this isn't garbage. I do think it's a tad bit overpriced for one trick, but I particularly like this trick. I've for this one alone, I've come up with a bunch of variations that don't involve, you know, the move that he employed, and I like it a lot. I like it a lot personally. Shit. If you read the comments, you know they buy the Napoleon Dynamite style time machines from them. Are the Scientology? Oh, you mean the fanboys? That's what you're talking about, AJ. The fanboys. Everyone's got. I mean, though, if I have fanboys and I fucking hate it, you know. I have fanboys and I don't like that. Obviously, not as much as Madison or Ramsey, but you know, I think that just comes with having an audience. You know, it's not really anything they've done apart from just, you know, make good content. But you know, that's kind of just, look at this dude. It's just a cop move and a bottom deal. There's another one here that I remember reading out. It's easy to figure out, to be honest. Every move you did, I know. Ooh, this is the worst one. Oh shit, man. Ooh, you know what killed it right here? There's one word here that killed it. There's one word here that killed it. Let's see if we get it. Let's see if y'all get the one word that made that shit just next level shit. Come on, man. There's one word there that sold it. That really made this like the cream of the crop for straight fucking YouTube magic virginity in comments. Oh shit. No, it's ha. Yeah, it is the ha. It's the ha. Because I read it like there's a meme of forgive me, master. I need to go all out just this once. There's a fucking picture on that it reminds me anytime this. Yeah. It was easy to figure out, to be honest. Every move you did, I know it. Yeah. But it's still a cool trick in my opinion. No, one of your best. You know, that's another thing that kind of kills me. You know, the reason this was because of fucking texting. Like, people wrote like this because of texting. Back when you would have to save on characters because they used to charge you per character. So I don't know if you guys were around back then, but in the early days of texting, they charged you per character, so you had to limit. So why the fuck? I mean, to be honest, I guess, but come on, dude. Write out the word, man. But yeah, it's the heh. The heh fucking really said it. The heh really made it seem like he's right now I'm on a live stream and this dude's training. Not with just magic, but he's training with a fucking katana. Like, he's just there kneeling in front of his in a dark room with his fucking katana. Yeah. Yeah, that killed me, bro. That fucking killed me. Let me see. Their clowns are using a biddle, and then second deal technique. All that's left is a few risk kills and selling the trick itself. I think this tops the guy. Let's see this. My boy right here, Mr. David, 2K 12 plus. That guy definitely has won the award for cringiest fucking comment here. Shit. Revelations, I like it. Yada yada yada. Kind of obvious. Second deal. It's clearly a false shuffle. Oh, this is great. Because this is one of those people that's either an excellent troll or legit. So this is like a Nani. Yeah, this is definitely either an obvious troll. Looking at 210, it's clearly a false shuffle. Even when a dealer brought it together, it was still split in half. What are you talking about? Do you even know what a false shuffle is? At 210, he kept the deck split instead of he pretends to bring it together only to keep his thumb on a split, keeping the card split in half. Yeah, this guy's not a troll. That guy's legit. This is the other guy right here. Stop trying to sound smart. He's trying to sell something. You're being disrespectful. Stop trying to reveal magic. Reveal the respect the creator, even though you know the secret, just for yourself. That was 2 years ago. He has a 3 o'clock. Yeah, that's man. I don't know. I just find the dichotomy of comments on YouTube magic videos. They're pretty similar. You could kind of branch them off into those 3 categories. You have the legend. My favorite ones, by the way, too, are the ones where, like, on one of my, like, for example, I'll do a video with that's a tutorial, and then I've had this where somebody says the method on the video that I do a tutorial for. So they're like, oh, it's easy. He just put the card from the top to the bottom. What? Yeah. If you watch the rest of the video. Those are some high level IQ. My comments aren't cringy. Nobody cares. I care. I care, Squeeze. Alright? I fucking care. The way you talk is the way I really like. That's kind of weird, but I'll take it. I'll take it. You ever look at your scab? You ever look at your scab on your hip and wonder, you know? Wonder why it's so fucked? Oh man, Jesus. Yo, Pig, how's your leg? Still fucked. Still fucked, to be honest. I haven't been able to do anything, Derek. Which kind of sucks, man. Just even to shower, that shit's not fun at all. But you know, whatevs. Could have been worse. So that's why I'm at least grateful that I could stand up on one leg. You know. Why do magicians comment the method on a magic video? Like we all know, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's magic. It's fucking magic, bro. It's like a magic trick. Like, what are you fucking proving right now? Like, what I wonder is, yeah, what's the mentality? You think somebody, it's like dudes that catcall, you know? Do you think that somebody's gonna look after you catcall them and be like, fuck, dude, I want to sit on that guy's face? You know, do they think that leaving the comment with the method, somebody's gonna be like, yo, dude, fuck, dude, I'm gonna throw some money your way, dog. You fucking really set it up, dog. You fucking killed it today, man. What? It was a gambler's cop and a bottom deal? Dude, give me your address so I could suck your dick, man. Please. Please. Like that. I don't understand the mentality, man. I really don't understand the mentality. Yeah, Stefan, I'm sorry that every time you hear the term gambler's cop, you have PTSD. You know, I think, I don't want to say that because I don't want to really joke about that, but every time I pass by a car, I sweat now. Like I'm sweating and I get a little bit lightheaded. So I don't know if that's something that my body is doing because I'm terrified of like drive or being in any sort of vehicle now. But I remember yesterday and a couple of days ago when I was in a car, anytime a car would come up to a stop sign, I would like I would just start randomly breaking out into a sweat, which I don't know if that's a good thing, man. I know if that's a good thing. I had comments, but then I asked myself, what would Pig do? And proceed to delete the comment, and I go back in my corner. That's my whole family. They're finna blast your ass, cuh. Manny, what happened to your leg? I got hit by a car. That's what happened. There's a couple of videos I put out on it. I got hit by a fucking bitch that ran a stop sign on my motorcycle. And yeah, traumatizing, man. I don't want to say I have PTSD because that's insulting to people that actually have PTSD. But every time I pass by now, like subconsciously and without putting effort, I just start sweating and I kind of like, there's a little bit of like a panic factor, and I'm not controlling it. So every time I pass by, like I remember there was a couple times, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, you know. I remember in my old job, at my old job, I got so bored at a meeting that I gave myself a panic attack. That's a true story. I was so bored in a meeting, not even kidding. I legitimately had a panic attack where everything turned red. My face started swelling up. I was sweating because I was thinking of what would happen. I was so bored. I was thinking. I was already done playing the "Would you fuck" game, you know, with the rest of the people in the meeting. I was like, yeah, I'd fuck her, I'd fuck, you know, him. Yeah, I'd throw it back for him. He's kind of hot. Fuck her. So I just got bored and started thinking, what would happen if somebody would have come in with like a gun? I'm like, who would take initiative, right? And then eventually I started thinking of like death. And then for some reason I tricked myself into having a panic attack. And then I realized after, I was very sort of intrigued by it. I was like, oh, that was a panic attack. Holy shit, man. That was kind of nuts. It's real and normal. Okay, all right. That's that's called flaga. That's called flaga. Yeah, so that's something that I'm dealing with now. That's great, without even realizing it. Anytime I come to a stop, anytime there's like a car that pulls up, and here we have a thing called Miami stops, which is what this bitch did. A Miami stop is when you come to a stop sign and you don't stop. Like you just do the, you kind of, you go too far into the stop and you stop halfway into it. So that's what we call a Miami stop. I'm sure it's relevant in other places, but I just seen it a lot here. So you know, sometimes that's taken to the extreme, like when you know, run a stop and hit a fucking magician on a motorcycle. That's when you take it to the extreme. But there's some people that they just pull up and they just, so every Miami stop I've had like a minor just like, oh shit, okay, all right, I'm fine. You are suffering from post-traumatic stress. It would be a sort of, your symptoms don't dissipate over time. Yeah, that's the, you're taking me back, man. You're taking me back to the psychology days, man. Just like, oh, if it's deviant, distressful, and dysfunctional, deviant, distressful, and dysfunctional. You're taking me back. We all get sweaty when a cop pulls. Rolling stop. Yeah, you call it a rolling stop. I call it Miami stop because it's normal. Here they're called California rolls. That's fucking great. I need to order some shit, man. I need to order some shit. I've been pretty much lying down all day, trying not to move, as to not hurt myself further. So I haven't even had the chance to like eat. So I'm gonna probably have to order some shit. But I don't know. A Miami stop in Canada is called a ticket. Here in Philly, you get honked at if you stop at a stop sign. Seriously, everyone rolls. I believe that, man. I believe that. Listen, the worst ones are the ones that don't stop and hit you when you're riding your motorcycle. That's the worst one. But honestly, it could have been way worse. So everyone has different types of one. We call it a oi fuck 'em in Australia. Yeah, man, listen, I don't want to talk about myself and say that I'm the fucking best when it comes to being a pedestrian and a driver, but dog, I am pedestrian and driver of the century. I stop at every stop sign. I look both ways at least twice. Now from now on, I'm gonna look fucking 4 times just to make sure that no dumb cunts decide to fucking take the fucking thing and try to murder my ass. When it comes to my right of way, like if I'm pedestrian and I'm crossing and the little, you know, white dude, I'm running across that shit, dude. I'm fucking running. I'm doing the jog because I don't want to delay anyone. I don't want to delay anyone, all right, from doing what they need to do. So I am driver and pedestrian of the year, dog. That's what it is. And did you know that if you're at the speed limit, you're less likely to hit, statistically, red lights? You're less likely, all right? I've heard that. I believe that. So I'm going to speed limit. I'm stopping where I need to stop. I'm doing my right of way where I need to do. Even though that almost got me killed. I've been pulled over twice for rolling stop, but luckily not ticketed. I bet your ankle broke like peanut brittle. Thankfully it didn't, man. It's just one cut. One tear, I guess. Dirty Joe, cars kill as many people as opiates overdose. I truly resent cars because they cause much trouble. That was one of the selling points for Uber. Funny enough, one of the selling points for Uber and those crowdsourced driving is like, oh, you're gonna have less cars on the road because more people are gonna try to Uber as opposed to that. So I just you know, I don't know why I thought that might be my my magic retardation. Whatever happened to Revelation? So yeah, I think the comment of the century here, the comment of the century really goes to shit, this guy, man, the guy that said the heh, whatever the fuck his name is. I know. Heh. Shit, I even lost it. Oh, right there. Heh. This guy wins the comment of the century for this, man. Jesus, who'd you know? Who would know that if you leave a comment on a video 4 years ago, you might have a slightly mentally deficient magician commenting about it? Hey, boy. Look at Brad Christian coming up. Zach, what's up, man? What's up? My car has killed 3 people. I believe that. Sydney pedestrians have the self-awareness of lobotomy patients. I believe that, man. I believe that. There's a lot of Sydney-based people here, man. A lot of Sydney-based motherfuckers here, dude. We should ban cars. Ban cars. Shit, that was here. Northern Cali with Brian, Top, Phoebe, and Butcher. Yeah, I didn't realize Butcher's a California fuck, man. Butcher's a California fuck. He's one of you guys. More people die baking bread than shooting up a school. That's a very weird comparison to make, honestly. That's a very fucking weird comparison. But yeah, case in point, I guess. The main message from this stream is if you're going to leave a comment, man, especially in a magic video, make sure that it's something productive, you know? Don't be one of these don't categorize yourself as one of these like, I'm going to lead the method just to prove to other people that I'm intelligent. Or don't also be a white knight. That's also pretty bad. You know, just you know, leave your opinion. If you don't think it's a good trick, that's fine. If you think it's a great trick, leave your shit. You're entitled to do that. But at the same time, just don't be a dick. You know, don't be a magic virgin, I guess. That's my opinion on it. You can do whatever you want, but that's just my take on it. Heh. That's gonna be my. I'm gonna put that on a shirt now. Heh. I know the method though. Jesus, man. Hashtag heh. What's your point? I don't know. My point is that if you leave a comment with the method, it just solidifies your magic virginity, and it really doesn't do anyone good, I guess, because you're just trying to prove how smart you are as to something that's not really that hard to do. Especially if you really think about it, man. You're able to watch the video over and over and over and over again. If you can't figure it out after a couple passes, you know, that's not really something impressive that you did. Oh, I figured out the trick. Yeah, it's on YouTube. You could scroll through. You could do it in slow motion. You could go frame by frame. It's not really that impressive for you to figure out a trick, especially a trick that has the whole performance, you know. You know, the dude who made the heck comment watches anime and is a weeaboo. I believe that. I believe that he also has the a nice sizable katana collection. If you leave a comment on a method of the video, you have 100% chance of never. Yeah, that's I heard that employers look for that. Employers go through and they look for that shit. They're like, oh, you left a comment on a magic video exposing the method to try to show other people that you're smart. You know what? I don't think we want you in our organization, sir. I don't think we want you in our organization, sir. You should make your next donation noise. Shit, I could do that. I'm gonna have to record it and be like, which is gonna feel very uncomfortable. But slow down your Goshman pinch video. Is that another one that you could see? You could see it. That's another one, man. That'll be great on that fucking video. I'm showing the Goshman pinch and it's like, it's easy. He's just hiding the coin behind his hand. Yeah, dude. I'm gonna show you. I'm trying to remember what videos. There were a couple videos where people put the method for the tutorial that I was doing, and I was like, this is the dumbest comment I've seen. He's also that one weird kid who mostly draws in school and doesn't learn anything. Yo, my favorite, nah, dude, I think the next intro for the videos, I'll tell you right now, the next intro is, fuck, I'll tell you right now what the intro is gonna be. I already wrote down the script for this. Wait, what the fuck? How come, that's kind of fucking weird. How? Okay. I could have sworn I wrote a little bit of a script for a video saying, you know, something along the lines of, hey guys, that kid from elementary school that told you to go through a series of complicated steps to find a hidden item in the Legend of Zelda, but doesn't remember where, and only tells you that his cousin did it once 3 years ago here. Something like that. It was something like that, but I don't know why I didn't write it down, or I don't know why it's not there. Do you even double lift, bro? Nice tutorial, but I see how you did it. It's just funny. Everyone flashes at 0.25 speed. Yeah, man. The other one was also annoying. Looking through X's comments, I'm like, dude, you know, he's showing some stuff that's really hard to do on camera without necessarily flashing, and he's gonna show you how to do it anyways, dude. He's gonna show you how to fucking do it anyways. So it's like, if it flashes a little bit, considering it's a move that doesn't fare well on camera, then what are you really proving by saying, yeah, you flashed? You know? Crazy lady who ran over Piggy. I'm calling my lawyer. I didn't do anything. It's his fault. What should I get? What should I get, man? I don't know if I should get some pizza. If I should be a fat fuck and eat a whole pizza, or if I should just try to like scrap together. I need to do groceries tomorrow, but that's not gonna be a fun thing, bro. I'm not looking forward to that shit. I think the closest thing to here is a CVS, which is like a mile away, and that's not gonna be exciting. And you can't really do groceries at CVS, so I might be a little bit figgity fucked. We'll see. We'll see what I gotta do. I'm not gonna order Taco Bell, bro. I'm not gonna order Taco Bell. Taco Bell, ordering it, first of all, you gotta have like a $12 limit or a $12 minimum. I'm not about to do that. And second of all, it's ordering Taco Bell. Like, nah, dude. Taco Bell is something that you gotta go to. It's like Mecca. You gotta go there. You know? You gotta go there. Order Chinese. You know, funny enough, I've never actually ordered Chinese. I don't know if that's sacrilege. I don't care if I flash. No one watches my videos anyways. That's dark. That's fucking dark, dude. I once left a comment underneath a magic video saying I know the method when I actually didn't, and people thought I was a dick, but I'm disabled, so I'm right. Oh snap, dude. Yeah, that's you're the other category, the fucking troll. The guy's like, I know the method. You really don't, but you just see the anger. Comments like we're talking from people who like to pat themselves on the back and feel some level of importance. Yeah, man. But especially when it comes to magic videos, like that's not really a skill. You're just saying that, hey, I have the ability to watch a video over and over again and figure something out when I get slowed down. That's not really that impressive, dog. Oh shit, that hurt. Next video will be Pig Cake on Judge Judy. Yo, she makes stacks. She makes stacks, dude. I didn't realize. I think she's the most paid television character. I think, if I'm not mistaken. What's You should just stole a Chris Ramsey intro and come back to you and say here. Yeah, that's you know what they have now on YouTube. you could go through see how many people are using your videos. So it finds, with whatever fucking system it has, it finds when somebody has used your video, and it lets you copy strike them, it lets you remove the video, it lets you do a bunch of shit. I think there was some Arab dude that replayed one of my videos. I didn't do anything about it, but I think he just had the video, and then on the comment I just put like Nibba, you know. I don't think I took it out, but on the comments I'm like, Nibba, come on, man. Come on, man. You know it's not you, dog. This is fucking me, dude. What's wrong with you, dude? So YouTube has that, so that's kind of funny. You know, now that you mentioned that, it kind of reminded me of that. Magic is like learning to play power metal. Really quickly becoming a dick, measuring context. That's everything. That's everything. But I think magic is worse because the fact that you know something that other people don't is like it almost breeds people that are trying to be a little bit more superior than others, even though it's you just know a couple of card tricks. Like, yeah, okay, whatever, you know a little bit more about, you know, body language and attention and controlling people's attention, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're necessarily smarter than someone, you know. It just means that you're better at magic. That's all it means, you know. So don't be a cunt about it. I'm heading off. Hey, man, thank you for having you here, man. Thank you for being here. Sorry, rather. Reg D209. 20, not 30. Don't mean to exaggerate. 30 years ago. No, yeah, she's ancient, dude. She's fucking ancient. And you dissing him? I'm a dick? Yeah. I'm a dick for complaining about him reposting my video in its entirety. Come on, man. That's not even a good troll, dude. That's not even a good troll, dog. Shit. But okay, but I mean, I guess because I think a couple of you guys made the comparison to music. I think it's a little bit different because I think it would be annoying. I don't know if anybody would ever leave a comment on a music video saying, I know how to play this. You know? Like, I know how to play this. I don't think that that's I don't think that that's something that comes up more in what comes up is, oh, they didn't play it that good, or oh, why did they fuck it, like this particular part of the song up. I think that that's more of what you get, which is still shitty. But for magic, you do get, like, you know, because it's a method based, it's like secrecy, it's based on secrecy. He needs to read it. It's hilarious. What are you talking about, man? Jalen, bro, why don't they just put pedals on wheelchairs, so when your arms get tired, you could use your legs? Why don't homeless people just buy homes? That's that TikTok thought. No, RB, it's a different guy, man. He just uploaded my video. I need to check it again. I need to check it again because it's one of the new features on the YouTube Creative Studio that it allows you to go through the videos and see who it is that you know, left the thing there. But for this guy in particular, he just copied one of my videos straight up and just put it. That was another dude who was copying my jokes and copying my shtick for no reason, but that was a long time ago. Actually comment on my videos are talking about me being a student of yours, which is actually really cool. Look at that, man. Damn, boy. Forgot I'm a teacher, dog. Forgot I'm a fucking teacher. Music. Oh, what music do I like? Like, essentially, I like gay 80s stuff. Like lovey 80s stuff. That's my jam. You know, arena rock from the 80s. That's my cheese, I guess. And then now, more recently, like EDM shit. But like the fairly ballady EDM shit. That's kind of what I like. That's what I'm a fan of. What do you want? Magic Barber. Are you in Puerto Rico currently? Are you in Puerto Rico? I'm not a fan of reggaeton, man. Reggaeton is one thing, It's good for one thing, and it's designed to get women to unconsciously shake their asses. That's what reggaeton is good for. It's not good for anything other than that. Somehow you put reggaeton on and they just go, oh shit, what's happening to my body? And they fucking, you know, they start shaking their asses, you know. So that's that's what it is. What are your thoughts on Jabrizi, the cunt? Oh shit. No man, Jabrizi. I was having this conversation with Sleight of Tongue, man, talking about Jabrizi and his thing. I really thought Jabrizi was a character for a long time. I made a couple videos about him, honestly, but yeah, man, he's just a misled individual when it comes to ego. He's like the far side of ego when it comes to magic, you know, thinking that he's the best, not realizing there are others that are better than you, especially not having the skill set to back it up. You know, he has a very specific type of skills, at least when it comes to raising a social media crowd. But even then, there's still a level of fakery, and there's still a level of very obvious and blatant lies that you have to go through to amass like a following. You know, he gets, you know, a quite substantial amount of views on Facebook. But again, you know, I don't want to believe that those are legitimate. And if you see his stuff with Pavu, it's like, it's very scammy, very fucking scammy, especially that Kickstarter. This guy was highlighting that in one of the videos. I now use golden ratio retardation way too often. You're welcome, man. But yeah, but Jabrizi's good when it comes to that, I guess, the social media side of stuff. But even then, you know, I just think that there's a lot better that he could be doing with that. He's also rebranding himself constantly, which I think is a sign of somebody that's not comfortable with what he's doing, and he's just trying to find his way. But his way is, you know, based on stupidity and lies, I guess. You know, that video where he made a documentary about himself for getting busted, you know, that pretty much tells you everything, dude. Found Pig Cake like 2 months ago. Most watched channel since. A Zach, thank you, man. Thank you for watching these dumb videos. I don't know how I've heard people that are like, dude, I binged your videos. I'm like, wow, I'm sorry. I'm fucking sorry, dude. Sometimes I look around and I'm experiencing one of the greatest magic tricks ever. However, unfortunately, most don't understand me. Dirty Joe. Well, with a name like that, man. With a name like Dirty Joe. Dirty Joe. Does that even rhyme? Because like Dirty Dan, the garbage man, that rhymes. But like Dirty Joe. Dirty Joe, the friendly foe. We got Derek dropping the hot 10. Thank you, man. Get some dinner or some edible or some shit. Nice. I love the voice saying shit. Thank you, man. What was I gonna tell you? You know, I think technically I could go to one of these dispensary stores and say, yeah, man, I'm just depressed from my leg, Holmes. I want that weed to make me feel good. Jabrizi was elevated to celebrity status without actually earning it. In his succession of the rite of passage developed me to be arrested at an amateur magician level. Yeah, okay, yeah, you nailed it. You fucking nailed it, you know. It's too much too soon for him, I think. And he didn't know how to capitalize on that. And then when he kind of lost the spark. Fucking dude up. When he lost that spark and lost the attention, he really wanted to do anything to recapture it. You know? Not to, you know, say anything about the views I get on my videos, but you could see that because he has quite a substantial audience compared to me, and yet we have very similar views when it comes to videos. So that says a lot, you know. And I'm not, you know, unhappy with that. I'm fucking happy that even my videos get like 10 views. I'm fucking ecstatic. But, you know, he obviously sees it differently. Sankey is a king. I thought you said Snakey. Yeah, I love Sankey, bro. I would do some dirty things to him. I recently learned that real life skills are way more than knowing how to do a pass, for example. So I tried going out, but then I realized that retarded people should stick to magic. So any good tips on a pass? Oh, shit. I just have one request. Keep You mean the Hindu Shuffle Force, George? The Hindu Shuffle Force as convincing? It's not. It is, at least to me. I guess different people have different ways to interpret it. Are you using a convincer, that Marlowe convincer, or are you just straight up doing it? Bitches love the pass. Hey, boy. We got Daniel on the chat, man. Are you sober? Daniel, are you sober? But if you use that Marlowe convincer, George, with the Hindu Shuffle force, it's a really good one. It's a definite good force to use and very simple. But again, I think that it is missing that element of having to, you know, hey, I'm just going to run through the cards like this. You're using that Marlowe Convincer to show different cards in the bottom. And then you're done drinking. I believe that, man. I believe that. I'm happy when your videos get 10 views too. Oh shit. Sankey deleted my reply to your Instagram post. It was even a compliment. What'd you write? What'd you write, man? Shout out to the homie who loves the pass. Yo, you're working on it, man. I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it. You're working on that. Me, dang. But yeah, Zach said it right. You have to prime the Hindu Shuffle. It's one of those things that you definitely do have to prime. What do you think of Darren Brown? I think he's great, man. I think he's great. I really do love his early work more so than his recent work. You know, he has a couple great specials, but his early work to me, I think, is really what kind of set the bar. Did you pick up any V2s? No, funny enough, speaking of V2s, Daniel's over there partying it up, just ordering how many bricks of V2s, and you can't touch them yet. Hindu Shuffle is fun as long as you do it with confidence. People know you could shuffle a deck in more ways than them. Yeah, and also I think that what's going on in the Hindu Shuffle Force is it's odd. Spectators can't really put a handle on what's going on with the actual positioning of the cards, especially if you do a little bit of a time delay. You know, much like you're doing a couple bricks available. Hey, boy, look at that. Could you put the website? Because I know that you changed the website recently. Shilling your own website here. Could you do it? I don't know if it's gonna allow you to put a link. I said I bought a trick from him based on your recommendations, and he deleted that? Damn, boy. Damn, son. UMEplayingcards.com. There you go. Boom. Miami boy Daniel on that card tip, son. I've never seen anybody more on that card tip than that boy right there. I hope it showed up. If not, let me copy and paste it myself, just to make sure. Copy, paste, booyah, right there. Derek says my pass got me a vagina pass. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, man. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Like a pass on a vagina, like a vagina passed on you? Because that's not a good thing. I got into Magic because it's fun, but for some reason I come off as a prankster. Is that bad? I think that's bad. But I mean, that certainly breeds itself to a certain different type and style. Shiza. Bitches love Magic. Have you been doing some stuff over there, Daniel? That out of this world? I want you to well, I mean, you're taken, but I'm pretty sure if you bust out that out of this world that I taught you over there, you definitely get some stuff. But you're a taken man. You're a taken man. So no longer are those days. Before those days, had you done that? Have you seen that gimmick Flak Pat? I have not seen that. I have not seen that. Rito Burrito. That's a phenomenal name. That's definitely better than Pig Cake. 100% better than Pig Cake. Shit. I want to trade my pass for getting a chance to touch a woman. It's too hot to touch cards. Yeah, I forgot the air conditioner is like a luxury over there. But you're almost back, man. You got a couple days over there. And then that's it. Hey, Piggy, what do you think of covering the pass by running your thumb along the edge to square it up? You know, funny enough, man. I was watching Xavier's stream the other day. Legit. I was watching Xavier's stream the other day, and he did that. And I've never done that before. I've never used my thumb to go down the length of the card to what do you call this, to hide it. And I've been practicing it that way since, and yeah, it's kind of a dope way to do it. Honestly, it's kind of a dope way to cover the pass, but it's definitely harder. I'm having to relearn that. I'm having to relearn that shit. Yeah, man. Yeah, I was on that stream, dog. But man, X's pass is something else. His is definitely something else. I just fingered a pussy for money. Says Magnus Vanderhoel. Where you from, Magnus? Where you from, man? With a name like Magnus Vanderhoel. That sounds like you fucking into some like Swedish meatballs, if you know what I'm talking about, dog. My pass has the artistic wrist movement. I'm gonna say artistic wrist movement that I can't help. That just comes with practice, man. That just comes with practice. Same thing, Zach. A pass isn't gonna be a move that you're gonna get within any amount of time. I mean, Daniel, I've been trying to teach the pass to Daniel. It's not an easy move to teach as well. It's something that you really have to do yourself. And then if you want to remember how hard, X has a wonderful tip on remembering how hard it is to learn a move. Do it with your non-dominant hand, you know? So if you think you're good at doing a move, learn it and do it again with your non-dominant hand, and you're going to see how hard it is. And you know the amount of effort that you've taken. I'm trying to do a pass right now with my right hand, and I'm doing all the things that like I would avoid, like I would tell people to not do, you know, with their pass, you know, swinging the hand. But you kind of see that, and you see your progression. But yeah, X's pass is definitely a legit one. But anybody can get to that point. It's just practice. It's just a little bit of practice and dedication to it, and you'll be able to do it. But I mean, luckily for you guys, I did put a super easy variation on the pass up on the channel a little while ago, and that's kind of a dope one. Pass and a flourish, based on Paul's pass and a flourish. I think I called it the pig pass, even though it's not the same shit. Even though it's not, right? I guess. Like one thing too is I love magicians. They quickly take ownership of something so quickly. So it's like, no, that's my move. That's called the spider pass. I came up with it in 1947. I'm like, you were sperm in 1947, dog. Overhand shuffle, probably because of the way they shuffle. Yeah, but if you establish it for a cheva, if you establish it as a normal action within your performance, I think that it becomes fine. You know, it becomes something normal. But if you're doing it, just randomly when you need to force a card, then it becomes a little bit suspicious. Classic pass with the chop. You still gotta send me that video, man. I haven't found the Not Shano fucking chop cut. The vagina chop cut. How are my injuries? Still kind of fucked, to be honest. Kind of dying. But I mean, I think that comes with getting hit by a vehicle. When I do the pass, I put my ring finger in the deck instead of a pinky. That's fucking rough. Good morning. Damn, dude. It's fucking early for you, son. I like man on the 9th floor because the pass is justified as a visual moment for a routine and it kills. Yeah, it's a color change, I think. I'm using it as a color change in that particular trick. So it's not necessarily a control. And I think it absolves itself from that rule of using a covert control as an overt move, because they can't see anything anyways. So assuming that you're doing the pass well, you know, I think that you could definitely get away with doing that and then still do a pass in performance and not have the spectator be the wiser, because again, they can't see anything. They're not supposed to see anything, you know. So, but I like the routine a lot. I do like the twist. I have a couple of variations on it actually, that I haven't necessarily shared, but I think that that one is the most solid one. Is it true that I look like Donald Trump? No, man, I wish I looked like Donald Trump. What does that even mean? What does that even mean, dude? Uh, what do you think about the Magic Circle, England? Do you know someone from there? I don't. I don't. Even though I know a lot of people from England through the channel, you know, I don't necessarily know anyone that's from the circle. But I do have, you know, a level of respect for those older Magic clubs. I just think that some of them are kind of stuck in their old ways, and they need to kind of grow with the times, and they need to grow with, you know, upcoming and ongoing technology, I guess, which is something they refuse to do. So that's my only caveat with organizations like that. Shiza, hold up, I saw something here. I stabbed my brother with a knife because someone said it would be edgy. It was. That's fucking. You and Xavier pass while keeping the packet level the whole time. No till giveaway. Yeah, again, that's just a practice thing, man. And again, I learned my pass. I learned it from School of Hard Knocks with Rodney Reyes. That's where I learned it, which wasn't a good place to learn it because he didn't really do a good job at teaching it. So that's where I learned my pass. And then the other one, so imagine both of those were Rodney Reyes, which I love the DVD. I really did. It got a bunch of bad reviews, but I think it was a fucking phenomenal DVD. That one and fucking Ninja with Brad Christian was the other one that I kind of first learned my pass with. So you could imagine, you know, if you remember the way he taught it, he goes, oh, you just pull this over here, lever it over, and boom, in one quick action, it's done. That's how he taught it. That's how he taught it. And I'm like, you know, so I learned it from that. So anyone's possible. Anyone could do it, and it's fucking possible. Now I can't stop doing the pass. You know what? Me too. I've been, unfortunately, having the virginity of holding a deck in my hand this entire time and doing a pass. Shit, dude. Using the ring finger is easier and faster for me, but it's harder to hide the break. Yeah, learn it with your pinky, man. Learn it with your pinky for sure. It might be easier for you because you probably have more of a strength and leverage to do it with it, but definitely learn it with your pinky. Take the time to do it that way. I mean, the pass, what you're doing is you are essentially getting the top half out of the way for you to bring the lower half over. That's the way I think about it, you know? So I'm not trying to do a quick action. I'm just trying to put the bottom half up and then move the lower half, or sorry, move the upper half up and away from the actual bottom half that's coming up. That's kind of it. That's the way I see it in my head. Because if I see it that way, then to me, I for some reason it tricks my hands into having less of a sort of that little flash that you see when you're doing the pass. That's just me. It might be different for other people. What's it say here? Shit, Herman Pass is good for beginners. Yeah, but it's a cop-out. I think it's a cop-out. Honestly, if you're gonna learn the Herman Pass, I think you should learn it alongside the Classic Pass and not just as a replacement, because it serves its own purposes and it has its own function. But I think that if you're gonna learn that in sort of in, I guess, lieu, for lack of a better term, of a Classic Pass, you're just trying to do less work to learn it, you know, because the Herman Pass is an easier pass to do. It's a harder pass to cover, but it's an easier pass to do. So I think that take the time, learn the Classic Pass, learn the Herman Pass, but make sure that you learn them both, you know. Don't try to just learn the Herman Pass just because it's an easier pass to do, because there all you're doing is just bringing it over. You're just literally bringing the bottom half over and above. Jason England. Jason England has a good everything, dog. Jason England has a good everything. Have you ever considered wearing a pig mask for live magicians interact? Yeah, I've thought of that, and I kind of want to do that because one of my goals is to eventually lecture. But I would rather do that and preserve my anonymity if possible. Do I know Alex Pendray? I know of Alex Pendray. I don't know him personally. I think that's the rather thing, you know. But it's great that he's killing it. Favorite gimmick? Shit. Maybe a thumb tip is a good one. I like the idea of what you could do with that. One of my favorite magicians is Jeff Sheridan, and he had a lot of stuff that you would do with a thumb tip. So it's one of those things that it's not necessarily like it's not a overt thing. It's not a prop. It's something that you just use to help you with your shit. It's like loops, you know. So I think a thumb tip is always dope to have. But gimmick, I mean, in terms of cards, I can't think of any. Maybe a short card, but I don't consider that a gimmick per se. As a matter of fact, I have a whole project with short cards. What? Huh? Paykeg.me? Shorts? It's like a 20 things you could do with a short card in that project. That shit's legit, dog. Shilling my shit. There's another one here before. Look. There's some here, man. There's some here that I wanted to... Would I ever go on AGT or Penn and Teller? I don't know, man. If the opportunity arose, maybe. But I don't think I have anything that's... I might have a couple things. But they're thinking with a magician's perspective. So they're looking for like telltale signs of you know, magicians. So I think that if you kind of are aware of that, and if you structure your routine and your act accordingly, then I think that it's something that you could do, but you really have to dedicate some substantial amount of time. Why not create my own pass? Well, probably because most passes have already been like, you know, every pass is just going to be a variation. I thought I made up a pass myself. I had a little bit of a hot pass that I thought I made up, which was pretty much the opposite of a Steve Drawn's Midnight Shift, if you're aware of that pass. It's the exact opposite of that. And it took me a long time to get it good. I think now I could get it somewhat decent. It's a very odd pass. I thought I made it up. I'm sure I didn't. I'm sure 100% I didn't. It's kind of a hot... You're pretty much... again, the best comparison I can make is a reverse Midnight Shift, if you're aware of that particular control from Steve Drawn. I'm gonna be the disguised toast of match. Yo, what the fuck, man? There was already a guy that went on Penn and Teller that had a lucha mask on. That was kind of an interesting sort of gimmick character bit. Am I fat? No, man, I'm not fat. Thankfully, my whole family's fat. So I'm kind of like the odd man out. Favorite card is a 5 of clubs. I don't know why, but I've somehow gravitated towards that card. I have I forgot which project I taught a 5 of clubs force that works pretty well. It's a fun one to do. But it's I think you could pretty much apply that to most other cards. I did not know Steve Drawn made the Midnight Shift. Where was it published? Ah, shit. Now you're testing my virginity here. You're testing my virginity. I'm trying to think of whatever book. I think he maybe came out with one book that was written by Lance Pierce, and it might be that. We should get tattoos on fingers, bro. Yeah, we should get tattoos on dicks. No, smash them together. Mushar, you get the 5 and I get clubs on mine. Like, you get 5 on yours and I get clubs on mine, and then when we mash it together, when we dock, then it's a card revelation. It's a card revelation. shit. Damn, boy, I'm dying. Have you read Erdnase? Yeah, I've read Erdnase. It's kind of a weird book, honestly. I think the tricks are a little bit iffy, but I do think that you could still get some ideas from it that you could apply to your other stuff. But I am part of that train of like it not being a great book, you know. Like I think that it's an okay book. I don't think it's a great book. So it really depends on what you're trying to go for. But there are better books, you know. There's Tarbell. I think it's a greater study, even for certain card stuff. Obviously, Card College. Fuck, Card College is invaluable. There's another one, but there are certainly better ones than Expert Card Technique. Sorry, I meant Expert Card Technique is invaluable. Card College is good. I haven't had the chance. I know that Giobi is a phenomenal dude, but Expert Card Technique is what I've really spent like a lot of time. Steve Drawn's Books from the Underground. Was it Lance Pierce that wrote it? Was I right? Was I right about my infinite virginity and my magic lore? But that's definitely the book. Steve Drawn's Secrets from the Underground. He had an L&L publishing video series, but I know that he had a book. But I just want to remember if my virginity was correct. How's the ankle, knee, and hip? Hello, Kaz. Cow. I mix Cow and Kaz. Yeah, the elbow's better. The hip is still super awful, and the ankle is still. I think the medical term is fucked. I think that's what they told me. They told me, hey man, your ankle's fucked. I'm like, thank you. You guys are doctors. But yeah, I haven't gone back yet. I think I might do that sometime this week. So I'll find out then if I need to do surgery on it. I hope I don't. That's not going to be fun at all. What grip do you use for bottom dealing? I don't even know. I don't even know. Let's see. It's a little bit of that master grip, I guess. It's a little bit of that master grip. But I don't think my bottom deal is great by any means. You could even hear it. Look at that. No, actually, no. That was just the first one. Okay. But yeah, my bottom deal is not phenomenal. I've seen other people. I always like to cheat when it comes to bottom deals. It's like do it with half the deck. So anytime you do a bottom deal, it's like you do it with essentially as least cards as possible. Isn't that book really old? Like it has English that's very old. Are you talking about Erdnase? I think from what I remember. Expert Card Technique? No. It doesn't. I don't think it does. I don't think it uses super old language. It definitely uses old-timey language like heezer, theezer, and yawn to you know fucking describe certain things. But it's not like it's not gonna be unreadable like other things. Like Discovery of Witchcraft is unreadable. Yeah, it's 40. I think it's 1948 maybe. Shoulder surgery on Tuesday. Can't wait, boy. Yeah, I saw your thing. You mentioned something of that, man. Damn. Good luck with that, man. Any surgery I'm trying to avoid. You're a stronger individual for going through that. But hopefully it's something that could you know, help you out. And on Tuesday too, so it's like you have to anticipate it. Piggy's too humble. His bottom deal's hot as fuck. Hey, boy. Yeah, I'm a little humble. Humble bragging. Drawn's book was written by Richard Kaufman. Okay, so at least I took back a little bit of my non-virginity by being incorrect when it came to my my knowledge of magic books. Juan, thank you for joining up, man. Thank you for joining up on the stream, dog. Yeah, he who sheweth monies. Discovery of Witchcraft. Holy shit, man. I just ate chicken nuggets. You know what sucks? There's a McDonald's that's like probably within walking distance to a normal human here. And for some reason I've been craving those fries. I've really been craving those fucking fries. But to go there and to walk is something that I don't think I could do right now. Even though I've been wanting to get those bacon fries. Hashtag bacon fries. Yeah, limping distance is definitely different than walking distance. Like right now, my bathroom's barely limping distance. So that Mickey D's is definitely not it. No one walks in my... Yeah, because they all get hit by cars. They all get hit by fucking vehicles here apparently. So no one can walk. I've had total knee replacement in 2017. I asked the doc why my bruise so bad. He said, "We really beat the shit out of you in search." Oh, that's dope. At least they're honest, man. At least they're honest. Just subscribed. Was that to Pig Cake Plus, or did you just? Cause I've seen you around here, man. You were. I just ate chicken nuggets. Okay, that's what it just reminded me of. How do you learn from books, and what do you mean reading between the lines when it comes to expert card techniques? I mean that there's a lot of like humor in it. Like they weren't just boring when they wrote. Hold up. When they sorry, I was just grabbing some fucking Neosporin. When they were if you read through the book, there's like a little bit of an underlying humor to it that you really have to go through the book to kind of like get. But and what I mean by reading between the lines, I think is more of not disregarding certain passages, you know, not disregarding certain packages. Like me, I'm thinking of Grand Theft Auto. Passages, just because it's a lot of text, because there's a lot of stuff in expert card technique that's not highlighted, that's golden, that's straight fucking gold, man. So that is, you know, something that I think a lot of people dismiss, and I dismissed when I was first reading through it. Bacon fries, cannibalism, yeah, but it's so good. It's so good. It was so bad last time I had it, but it sucks that you take things for granted. You take walking for granted. Before I was like, I'm not gonna walk there, that's too far. Now I'm like, you know, my wife's a therapist, and she says, you know, you're gonna be in pain, right? You're not gonna want to do anything. Facts. Facts. Dude, Brad Christian. Knee replacements are ugly deals. Yes, a replacement. Man, that's rough. What happened that you had to get a whole knee replacement, man? Something here. Least favorite slight? Approaching women, building relationships. I think those are all just human. The latter two are human characteristics that you have to figure out on your own. But the first one, least favorite slight. Fuck. It's that cardistry move that everyone does, where you grab some cards, you hold the cards and you spin it with your right hand, and you're doing some other cuts with your left hand, and then you throw the cards like in small packets, like you almost do like Leonard Green's Top Shot from the right hand to the left hand. Everyone does that, at least on Instagram. Every time I see that, I'm like, I don't even want to give this a view. Stop it. Stop it. That one is one that I dislike. The TG Murphy deck flip, because everyone does that. I'm trying to think of another sort of least favorite slights. I have to be really nitpicky, man. That's yeah, you know, apart from those, I guess those are it. Daniel knows my favorite move is the chop. The Shano, not Shano, chop cut. Only cardistry move I know is Sybil. Yeah, but Sybil is that's kind of the basis for a lot of it, I feel. There's a lot of stuff now that, you know, obviously is different, but the Sybil, at least, you know, if you know how to do that, then the other stuff should come relatively easy with a little bit of practice. Like if you didn't know how to do a Sybil, I think that that's a good baseline. But man, it's just crazy to see what people have taken. I remember years ago when I was like, oh, this guy could do a one Sybil thing with that, and it's like, that's crazy. Now people are fucking doing the dumbest shit. And by dumb, I mean like most skillful shit. Sybil could be used as a control even if it's too showy. I disagree. I think that because it's too showy, it shouldn't be used as a control. You know? I think I made that point of like, hey, do me a favor, you do a Sybil, and then you say, hey, put your card right there, perfect. You know, and then you go into the whatever Sybil you want, and then they're like, yeah, you have control over my card. You have control over my card, son. Like, that's pretty much what doing a Sybil to control a card says. Do I like losing control? Yeah, I think that's a wonderful control. I think it's fucking great. Anything that Lee Asher puts out is straight gold, man. Anything that he puts out is just solid gold. But losing control, you could do it from a spread, you could do it from a dribble. And I think that even if you do it slowly, even if you do it sloppily, it's one of those moves that you could definitely get away with. Just because of the... I mean, it's based on what, that reverse spread idea? But even then, it's so fucking good. Anything that Lee Asher puts his name to, anything, is solid gold. I use Sybil in a routine that involves me looking like a show-off and then basically dropping the cards. And there you go. Then that's a good context. I think that's a good context. If you're trying to establish the fact that you know control, that's good. You know, that's, I think, what's makes it something that's worthwhile. If you do it as a control unironically, then yeah, that's a little bit like suspect, a little bit sus, as the kids say. The oops control. Look at you, man. It's UF Grant, by the way. The UF with an F dot. Come on, man. Come on, man. But yeah, the oops control is great. I think the touches, Darrow's touches on it are fucking phenomenal. But it's kind of heated, to be honest. Because it's one of those controls that you don't do anything outright. Right? You don't do anything outright. You square up the cards and then it's good. You know, hey sir, you could have picked any card, yada yada yada. Matter of fact, you could have picked, oh whoops, okay, sorry, let me just fix that. So you could have picked any one of these cards and then that's it. That's all it takes. To them, nothing's happened. You just turned a card face up. But to you, without any effort whatsoever, you turned a card over. Or no, rather, you've controlled it to where you need it to go. It's devastating. Ironic controls. What's your best and worst Magic related shit? You know, as much as I love Andrew Main, one of the first things that I bought from Penguin Magic, along with Airtight by Jay Sankey, was a book called, it's a pamphlet called Pocket Sawing in Half. Pocket Sawing in Half by Andrew Main. And it was the waste of $10 or whatever it was, because there was a bunch of methods to do make it look like you're sawing yourself in half, but they were very impractical and very sensitive, you know, to angles. I didn't enjoy it, but I love Andrew Main's other work. He has a DVD that I got years ago. I think after I got that, funny enough, I'm a masochist. I got an awful pamphlet, and then I'm like, let me try his DVD. But he had a wonderful DVD where he taught a bunch of stuff, you know, pencil through cheek, a bunch of geek magic. It was very, very good. But yeah, that I think is my worst one. Also, a Vanishing Birdcage might be something that I never really, I don't know why that was bought for me. But yeah, I guess that's the worst thing. You could have sawed yourself for real and go on for bang. Yeah, the methods in the book were very bad. You needed like a coat hanger on your shirt. They were impractical. It was obvious what you were doing. Manuel Daddison. Thank you for joining, dog. What about the small plunger? I never bought that. I know that your boy had that. Your boy had the plungers. But the plunger's kind of dope. I think a plunger is a really dope thing because you could do a lot with that, you know. It's not, hey, let me put a piece of wire on my shirt and pretend to cut or to saw myself in half. Like it wasn't good. But yeah, the plunger's dank, dude. You should have taken that over there, dude. Plunge some decks, if you know what I mean. Plunge some. I can't. I wanna die. Favorite double, dribble double. Dribble double lift. Let me see if I can do it right now. Look at that. Got him. Dribble double is definitely my favorite because you could you're dribbling the cards, you hold back 2, and that's it. You could do a dribble triple. Got him. You could do a dribble quadruple. Messed it up. You could do a dribble quadruple. Got it. You could do a dribble quintuple. Right there. Ooh. Okay, hold up. Let's go for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Okay, whoops. I could do it. I could do it. I promise. Hold up. Stop. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So that one's my favorite one. That one. Shiza. So hold up. I'm gonna end this in a few. I know it's 8:57 for me now, so I'm gonna end this in a little bit just because I gotta eat. I haven't eaten shit all day, so if I feel like I don't, I'm gonna have like a massive unfun time tomorrow. So P, thoughts on mnemonica or other mem stack works? I haven't taken the time to learn mnemonica, man. I really haven't. Everyone's really said a lot of great things about it, but I don't know. I rather do a size Stebbins stuff, you know. I rather do stuff with size Stebbins. There's another stack that I always mention that's Michael Weber's that I enjoy thoroughly, but when it comes to that, I don't really have a lot to say. Check out my channel, you pig. I'll check it out, man, if I'm not dead. Heal up. Hashtag. Man, you're almost back, man. You're almost back, dog. Soon enough, you're gonna be killing it. Getting some of that overpriced coffee, dog. Let's see. Center doubles for the win. That's a very specific thing. 7s could be underrated, especially if you get from a new deck order. Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, I think Darwin Ortiz has that thing called size 7 secret, but it's definitely a dope one. There was a video recently that I saw that was Michael from Vsauce showing the size 7s, and most of the comments were like, oh, this is dope. And then you had the magicians that were like, great, now this is exposed. I can't do anything with the size 7s. That's not the way it works. That's not the way it works. You could still definitely do size 7 stuff. You could do double lifts with people being aware of double lifts. Like, you do anything with people being aware. One of my favorite things of the story is Dunninger. That Dunninger used to come out with, there's a trick called Mental Epic, right? And what the trick is, it's a board. So imagine a board that's divided into 6, right? So what you were doing was pretty much a one ahead sort of thing. You would write your prediction on one of the boards on top. The spectator would name any word. You would write it down on the bottom, and then you would do that for all 3. And then at the end, you notice that they all match, right? So it's a gimmicked thing. What Dunninger would do is that he would come out with a gimmick board and say, you know, some magicians use gimmick boards like this, that they slide and it's a magic prop. I don't use that. I want to do everything that I do legit and on the up and up, whatever. And he uses another of the same gimmick. He just busted out another Mental Epic board and did the same shit like that. So that was just something that annoyed me looking at the other. Speaking of YouTube comments, did I get Magic is Dead? No, I did not get Magic is Dead. I've only been into Magic for a year, but I put in practice every spare moment I'm practicing. My advice on what I should be learning: the fundamentals, man. Really work on the fundamentals of holding a deck. You notice, like, whenever, especially, you know, tomorrow Xavier's gonna have me. Look at me shilling Xavier's stream. Tomorrow Xavier's gonna have that stream, which is great, the fix your tricks thing. And whenever I watch that, I can immediately tell who is skilled with a deck of cards based on how they hold a deck, how much pressure they're putting on holding a deck, and how they spread a deck. That tells me everything I need to know about how much time and effort they've put into their work, you know? So work on that. Work on holding a deck right, feeling comfortable, spreading a deck, having a pinky break, you know, holding a pinky break with the right amount of, you know, I guess, break. Focus on the fundamentals, you know? See ya, putting stuff in the water. That's what makes the pigs. Answer me, bitch. Magnus, what did you want, dude? What do you want? What did you even ask me? You're asking me what? Do I have a beard? Yes, I have a beard. You underage cunt. Practice lying. Yeah, that's another important aspect of magic. That's right. Yeah, people really suck on Fix Your Trick. They haven't been practicing. I'm not saying people suck. I've seen a bunch of people, and obviously they're learning. You know, it's a learning thing. Magic isn't something that you're gonna get immediately. But one of the first things that could tell me immediately on your skill level with a deck of cards is how you hold a deck and how you spread. The instant I see you spread a deck, I know how good you are. You know, because it takes a certain amount of skill to spread it in a certain way. So that's one of the biggest telltale signs. Stop calling me a cunt cut. Oh shit. Yeah, man, I'm gonna end it here. It's been a fun stream. Nice hour. Almost 40 minutes. Hour and 40 minutes here. Ranting and rambling and brambling. But I have a video coming out on Tuesday, as usual. I might have a solid streaming schedule that I'll put up somewhere, either on Instagram or on Twitter or somewhere. But I might do a stream every Sunday and every Wednesday. I might do that, just to do that. But I might also stream on Pigcake Plus later. So follow me on Pigcake Plus, youtube.com/Pigcake Plus. I play games on that. And I do some news from time to time because I'm a closeted homo. So make sure to check that out. I might be on that later. But thank you guys, man. Seriously, thank you guys for, again, I keep getting comments and I keep getting messages from people aware of this whole fun shit, and it's you know, again, I don't want to get touchy-feely, but it's good. It's a good thing. So thank you guys for joining up, and I'm gonna go figure out different ways to use Street Magic for Dummies to